What's up? What's up?
Nice. What's up, Lions fans? It was week 15 in the NFL, and your Detroit Lions dominated the Arizona Cardinals both offensively and defensively, giving them their second win and third not loss. Let's not forget that tie against the Steelers of the season. Jared Goff played with guts. Dan Campbell called a hell of a game. And the Lions feasted on Kyler Murray's kneecaps, giving them a 30-12 victory. Boys, what did you think of the game?
Folks, the name of this show is, in fact, The Same Old Lions Show. Because, in fact, when we signed Chad, we knew he had some insight about sameness and likelihood of the same thing happening. And it's going to happen again. He has insights on pain. And you know, I actually felt good about this, though. It wasn't the pain that I built up in my mind. I actually am like going in different directions with things. I want to win more games. Let's keep winning. Forward down the field. A charging team that will not yield. And help me out, Chad. Help me out. All right, but seriously, that was awesome. I mean, knocking out playoff contenders. Charles Harris was everywhere, man.
Brian's fired up about it. He was happy about what we saw. Yeah, I mean, I was happy about what I saw, too. I mean, it was start to finish a win for the Lions. They played an amazing game. You hope you saw it earlier in the year, but here we are, week 15, finally starting to come around.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of some unfortunate events on Saturday, I was not really happy on Sunday. But it was a lot better than watching them suck. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I got to test this thing out really quick. We were passing the ball all over the place. They were running no picks.
Obviously, you were fired up.
Obviously, I was fired up because this is my pick of the century.
Yes. If we run all these tapes back, Chad has been saying, now you said this would be the only win of the season at one point, I think.
I said if they were going to win a game, it'd be this one.
Yes, but
for obvious reasons.
But without doubt, you called this game over and over and over again throughout the year. You had it circled on the calendar. You said this is going to be the day. You said the Cardinals wouldn't be ready. Yep. They were not.
They were not.
Even Kyler Murray said we weren't ready.
Well, and a little known fact is Goff owns the Cardinals.
I did see that. He just always beats them.
He always
like
beats
every
them.
time.
Yeah,
11-0 or something.
Yeah, I didn't want to spread the word out too much because then it could have affected the line. But yeah, that was definitely a big factor in my selection.
Ah, insider trading. That's the stuff you got to be telling us, Chad.
Yeah, no, that's the stuff I can't tell you about.
Come on, man. That's the whole name of the game. People come to us for information.
Yeah, not on the air, though. You got to DM me.
You got to know, Chad.
You got to DM for the deets.
DM for deets.
See, one thing I will tell you, though, and we all knew it, but we forgot to bring it up recently. Well, maybe we just lost hope in it. Maybe not really forgot. But Jared Goff every year has one game that he plays way above what he's been doing with everything else. Like, I look back to that Monday Night Football game when he, hung around with Mahomes, and it was like, that was way higher than anything else he did that year.
That was one of the best games ever.
Didn't they win that game or no?
I don't remember.
I don't believe they won that game.
That was crazy.
That was one of the funnest games ever.
Maybe Goff just needs to play in the NFC West, right? Think about it.
Maybe you should get on the Cardinals. No, wait, that's the only team you can beat. So
No, but he played good against the 49ers, right?
He did play good against the 49ers and the Rams.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his
and we still got the Seahawks coming up.
Yeah.
So
he needs multiple years to learn you.
I mean, watch the Lions 5-11-1 at the end of this. I mean, Green Bay at the end of the year playing in a game that they don't care about. They'll have it locked up. They won't probably want to even play everybody.
All right, I had a weird thought. Is there a new post-COVID resurgence? So next week should we be looking at the Browns and the Redskins for a major comeback because they got an extra week off, a free bye week. Especially now that Omicron's a little bitch. Everyone knows that, right? So
yeah, I mean,
they're all good to go.
Omicron survivor right here.
Just kidding. Sorry if you lost someone to Omicron, but I don't know. I just want to see. I'm just curious now. There's a couple teams next week that free bye week.
I don't know about the Browns making a comeback. I mean, now the Browns are they have been in a must-win situation, but
the Browns are in a world of pain, Chad. A world of pain.
Yeah, the Browns are hurting right now for sure. That being said, Vegas is still alive.
You know who's not in a world of pain? Dan Campbell. Everybody loves him now.
It's
Everyone's
crazy.
so happy.
It's crazy.
It's just so nice. Everyone just roots for us. It's like, I don't know if it's like root for him, like he's like the special kid in the corner root for him, or like, nice job, Timmy, you did it.
I'd say that's part of it, but he's definitely just a very likable guy. The entire like wave of his likability, even in Detroit, it's been the same for everybody. It's coming in. We like what he's saying. We like the attitude he's bringing. Then, like, a few games in, everybody basically turned their back on him because he couldn't win a game. And now he wins 2.5 games, and he's king.
Well, I think it's always like, oh, man, I really like him as a person.
Yeah.
But.
Right.
You know,
but this is the first game. How many bad timeouts, ridiculous calls. The onside kick was a little surprising, but I was okay with it.
I was only okay with it after we got the 3 and out, which I was like incredible. But
you know, I'm really into the shock ball thing lately. Just like you have no idea what's happening. It's shocking. It's just it works.
Just keep everybody on their toes. Yeah,
Speaking of
you said that. You said that about the last win. You're like, I didn't know what was going on, and if nobody knows what's going on, I guess that's good.
You know, there was one person in America that knew what was about to happen with the Netflix special, and it was Adam Scheffner. He was on NFL Live in the morning, and he had this ear-to-ear Joker smile. You need to start Craig Reynolds today. Netflix just goes off, and it's like, Shefty's probably boys with Campbell. He knows something.
I mean, he knew that there was no other running backs that were going to be able to play, so it was going to be this guy. But I mean, yeah, he had a great game. Congratulations to him. He got the bag. Got a nice little at least 1-year deal through the end of next year. It sounds like.
Hopefully, he buys his offensive lineman something nice because they're helping him out all game.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about them real quick.
Yeah,
that's a group of bullies that I'm just really happy to have on our team because Taylor Deckert and Penei Sewell just pushing people around is just so fun to watch.
It was like 5 or 6 years ago when it was like, oh, we're gonna have a good offensive line, right? But it never ever happened.
Yeah.
Didn't you just find yourself after you watched Craig Reynolds run, just your feelings of Jamal Lewis just depreciating, like where it's like, you know, watching this guy break tackles and make plays and stuff. We haven't been getting enough of that from Jamal Williams this year.
Reynolds was making plays, but I just felt like he wasn't. Jamal Williams is like a little more just like he's popping people.
Yeah, he's more powerful, I'd say.
I just felt like it's a small sample. We'll see if it's a 2-game stretch right now where he's played really well, but we're getting more out of this back just with this line, and I don't know. Sometimes I don't like being too attached to things. I just felt like give it to the hot hand.
Also, it's easier to run the ball when you have the lead. And this is something we just came out and did. We went out and we scored the first touchdown and
balanced attack.
Yeah. So a better play calling also. I mean, either way, I'm happy. I mean, we're going to have Jamal Williams next year either way. Mm-hmm. I'm very happy with
Swift.
There's a lot of running backs that we have right now. It's very deep core.
Yep.
So, and speaking of Reynolds, the other Reynolds, I don't know his first name, but the one that we got from the Titans, Josh Reynolds. Hell of a game. Finally, some height in our receiving room. Towering 6'3".
Every time I walk by Ford Field, Dan Campbell's out there. Chad, how tall are you? You want to lace him up?
Yeah, but that was great to see him. Amon-Ra St. Brown set a rookie record for most receptions for the Lions franchise in a year. And there's still 2-3 games left.
There's some good names on that list.
Do you know
who number 2 was? Well, now is number 2?
Herman Moore?
No.
Javid Best.
Javid Best.
Yeah. That's because we didn't
all
run
those
the
screen
ball.
passes.
Yeah, we never ran it back then.
Yeah, use a dog. Yeah, Billy
I
Sims
loved
was
him.
on there too.
I loved him too.
Yeah, that was a what if for sure.
But of course, the first thing that happens when the Lions get a couple wins over one win is, we're going to lose our number 1 draft pick. And sure enough, it looks like Jacksonville is going to lock that thing up. We could even, by the end of the year, drop a couple more spots if we win 1 or 2 more games.
Well, it shows you the parity.
Yeah! Surrender!
Because the Jets, the Texans, and... Is that it?
Jets, Texans, Jaguars. Yeah.
There ain't no way Jacksonville's winning another game this year.
No,
They're in a world of pain.
Yeah.
So, of course, everybody's like, oh, we won a game. We screwed up a draft pick. I personally would rather get a little momentum from a win, just be happy for a Sunday. Like you said, not feeling so great. It was better just to see him win than to just feel pain. And for the craziest part was they won that game, and I was getting to the end of the game, and I was confident that they were going to win.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Have you ever felt that?
Where did this defense come from?
You
I
know,
mean, they've been playing good, I guess, all year, but
it was just so bizarre just to line up and just dominate. I mean, just for 4 quarters, dominate on defense.
you didn't see the Russian 3. I think maybe it's just a coaching
We
staff.
blitzed.
Yeah.
I like to see that.
Just having more confidence in their guys finally.
Dr. Heat.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're all in the same camp then of wanting to see a win rather than giving whether we have 1 or 2. There's 2 guys up there that everybody's already talking about anyway, and it's a flip a coin to who's actually better. I mean, I know you don't want H.O. Hutchinson, probably, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. That would be a major mistake.
Well, he doesn't want to come here. I don't want him then.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think
I
it's
don't
the right
blame him.
pick. I think it's a bias.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he's good, but either way, it doesn't matter. I don't even care if we got the 5th pick. We're not taking a quarterback.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Just pick any position and we'll take the best guy you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Pretty
Except
much.
for maybe offensive tackle.
I fear
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna do
probably
an
have enough of
old
those.
draft Kenny Pickett move. I just
Oh no!
fear we're gonna do
not do that. Take a wide receiver before you do that.
It's interesting because with this draft right now, there isn't really a situation where you can imagine there's going to be a major swell for teams to trade up for that top pick. Especially with 2 top pass rushers up there, I don't really necessarily see that there's going to be a lot of movement there.
I mean, people were already talking about trading it down and getting more picks anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, just if you have to have a buyer though, and I don't know who your buyer is right now for that, because without the quarterback, that's really
Jacksonville, so they'll trade down to trade up.
right. Just do something crazy.
Just like the movie, man.
But you look at it,
That's just real draft day.
Yeah, that movie's sick.
I think it really makes sense.
Are you gonna see the new Kurt Warner movie?
As long as he's wearing that jacket.
Dude, I want to see the new Kurt Warner movie.
You see his jacket?
Is that your silver puppy one?
Yeah, I'll send you a
Oh, yeah,
picture of it.
that's prime.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's important stuff. Dude, Kurt Warner's important. But that's who we need to draft, Kurt Warner.
He can still sling it. That's
But
what
yeah,
gloves are
I
for.
mean, talk about all the first round pick or whatever. We were talking about maybe it's time to look a little more inward and see who we're gonna keep on the squad.
Exactly.
So, you got a list there.
Yes, I do, Tony. Boys, we're going to talk about, do we buy him back or do we sell him off? First man up, Tony. You keeping Jalen Reeves Maben? Woohoo!
Now, this guy had a fantastic game yesterday.
Best game of the year, I'd say.
But if that's his best game of the year, then no.
I'm selling.
I, too, am selling. I just don't see it as a situation that we're going to get much more good play out of him. He's getting older into his career. It's just, you look at 26 years old. This is the best that's coming out of it right now.
I just feel like you can find that guy.
Yes, I agree.
Next offseason.
Now, the next guy, I am worried because this is one that has a asterisk to it. I'm saying bring back Mr. Charles Harris unless he asks for too much money. Because at this point, there's becoming a point where he's going to want some top production money because he's had some good sack games, and I don't know if it's going to be something that consistently lasts versus his previous years.
Yeah, but my question would be, and the money thing is obviously tied into it, but as far as free agency in that spot, what else is there in the offseason? And I've really liked what I've seen in the last few games from him. He's been a dog.
I agree he's a dog, and he earns every penny he gets this offseason, but I think I'm going to sell him. We got the Okawaros coming back, right? They should be built up. Maybe we draft another edge rusher, maybe we don't. I don't know, but I'm not going to. We have plenty of cap room, right? So it's not a big deal either way, I guess, but I'm not going to sell the farm.
You know, I guess the guy who comes as an example of who I'm 100% thinking of is
Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers is who I'm thinking of. We end up in a Trey Flowers situation, that kind of money. Nope. You go do that somewhere else, sir.
Yeah. Well, he's also coming back, right? Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. That was like the softest yep ever. Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna do anything, but
I know.
He'll be there, clapping hands on the sidelines.
No, sorry. Not the next guy. The guy after is definitely the he'll be there guy.
You think so?
All right, who's next?
I think this guy was I thank him for his service, but Alex Anzalone,
Oh my gosh.
You're on to your next mission, man. I think this
well, my
draft-
thing is Dan Campbell loves that guy so much. He's
true.
like he is like
The
the
tone
Dan
setter.
Campbell of like, come on. He's got the hair, he's got the little like rat tail thing. You can tell he probably listens to Metallica. Like, his name's Anzalone.
Oh my god.
I think he'll be back.
I hope you're wrong, but he
I
would
hope
look
I'm wrong, too.
he would look so much better in the purple. of the
He looks like he
Vikings.
should be I would love to see him twice a year on the Vikings.
You know what? I would love to see that in the Vikings. I really am okay with him departing ways. And what I'm really hoping for more than anything is I want to see Dan Campbell's first draft with a focus on linebacker.
That would be
I want to
sick.
see who ends up in the linebacking room after Dan Campbell.
And
is
what
in
kind of face paint they're wearing.
That would be sick.
I heard there's a kid from Wyoming. I heard it's just right up his alley. Dude, get him in the mid-round. Think his
So the
name's
general
Chad Muma or
consensus
something.
is we don't want him back,
We want him in our division, but not on the line.
but not in the line.
I think that means he just wants to get his ass kicked to our offensive line. Let's
But
go.
a Sewell.
Speaking of offensive line, we have had phenomenal success in our 3-tackle package lately.
Yep.
Does
Yeah, I
bringing
love when we
back
put the big boys out there.
does bringing back Matt Nelson make sense at this point?
It's never going to hurt to have depth in that position.
It's a tough one. I just feel like you're going to get another tackle, right? Whether it be the draft or undrafted free agent. I don't know. That's like the third tackle if that's a position of emphasis in a 53-man roster.
Well, I think it's important to have at least one backup one.
For sure.
Tyrell Crosby was really supposed to be that guy, but he's been really injured. If you get a guy who's really got a premium, already knows the offense, definitely is a road grader, which is what we're trying to do and what he'll be in for. I think that's a nice guy that gives us more opportunity to bring in young guys on defense that we wouldn't have to try to spend that in the late draft. That might make sense. So I like him coming back in there. So it's fine.
Yeah, I'm in on him too.
So here's one I think might be a polarizing one in the room here. Special teams, Jack Fox. What are we doing?
I mean, I love
How
seeing
dare you.
Jack Fox jerseys. It's like my favorite thing. And
First, you take my long snapper.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to take my fucking punter?
don't touch my special teams.
I'm
alright?
still not over Hansen, okay? I think he can still lace it up.
You know how bad the Packers were at special teams yesterday? They almost lost that game just because of special teams.
So here's the thing.
Really, there's no reason that I'm saying this, but I just like Jack Fox, so.
I have a couple jerseys.
I expect results if you're gonna go into the legacy of like John Jett or some of our fantastic punters we've had in the past. Look, you're not even in the top 10 Pro Bowl vote this year. You're out of here.
I
Do
mean,
you know how much we punt?
who even votes for the Pro Bowl? And then on top of that, who votes for punters in the Pro Bowl?
We're the worst offense. You don't vote for our punter. You've got more time than anyone. You've got more tape than anyone, bud.
When's the last time you watched a Pro Bowl, dude?
Every year, but a miserable man.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, whatever.
finally, I think this one everyone's gonna say show him the door.
Well, Jack Fox, though, only if we get the guy from San Diego State who kick it like 80 yards in the air.
I love it.
Yeah, third round
Or
pick.
if we get the guy
He's
from
a weapon.
State.
That promotes taking the roof off
He's coming
the dome.
back.
Well,
Can he hit the roof of the dome? That means we can take it off.
I bet he could. Yeah, he's coming back for his 6th year.
I knew he's been there forever.
Sorry.
And are we keeping Cleve Raymond or Josh Reynolds? Tony hit it.
We're not keeping Josh Reynolds?
Nope. This receiving class is loaded with tall receivers and speedy receivers. There's going to be plenty of options for us to refill both.
Look at you. Look at you.
Just throwing a name out there. I think it's Kenyon Drake from USC. Could be there in the 2nd round. Or Drake London. Drake London is definitely one that could be there. Yeah. I like Burks from Arkansas for our pick from the Rams. That's a good opportunity there. It's definitely worth investigating Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave with that pick, depending on how many games we win, where we fall. Yep.
A lot of fun stuff coming up.
A lot of fun stuff coming up. Can't wait. So let's get into the peaks and valleys of your, I guess, last 2 weeks since we've been out for a little while, or just this weekend. Chad, you want to go?
Yeah. The peak of this weekend was holiday cheer. We went out. We were trying to spread Christmas cheer all throughout Detroit, except for Brian, who tried to fight a bartender for some unknown reason. But we had a great time. Santa costumes was great. Unfortunately, my valley is also holiday cheer.
Yes.
A wise man said drinking alcohol is just stealing happiness from tomorrow. And it's been 2 days.
Yes. The hangovers are lasting way too long for this to be worth it anymore.
Yeah, and let's just say there's a special spot in my heart for the upstairs bathroom at the Caesars Arena.
You and that guy shared a relationship. That toilet. All right, Brian.
Well, we all know what the peak was. So I'll save it for a second. My valley, no doubt, was my girlfriend's birthday this weekend. Not that was a good time. But we went and hung out at her best friend's house, right? And so they're hanging out with this dog named Moose. Moose is a girl, by the way. Real interesting name. So Moose has just decided to become best friends with me, sit up next to me or whatever. And I got peed on by Moose. Valley! Trying to party and I'm getting pissed on. What the hell? But then, my peak. Tony, I don't even know what's in your fridge, but let's get it ready. Peak.
There's got to be something in there.
Peak. Oh, apple pie. Not your father's root beer.
You're going to drink that?
No, that sounds so painful.
There's a 312 down there. Drink that.
Yeah. Goose Island.
Lakeside apple pie.
Oh. Too much holiday cheer there, Chad.
Yeah, I know. You'll notice we've used all of our holiday cheer. We got an unleft. Christmas is over.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a break until New Year's Eve.
I took all my presents back. Even.
I've been thinking about this. I think you gotta pour it down the calf so it doesn't foam up as much.
Yeah. Well, while he's filling that up, I'll do mine real quick. I didn't really write any down. So my valley, I guess, was I got the Omicron. I was out for it hit me good for like a day and a half. Then I lost my taste for 4 days, which was tough to deal with. Cause when you're craving food and you buy it and then you eat it and you can't taste it, it's very frustrating. My peak is Detroit sports right now. The Red Wings beat the New Jersey Devils 7-2. Freaking Dylan Larkin hat trick. The Lions go out, beat one of the best teams in the NFL, and the Pistons snap the 14-game losing streak and finally covered and won a game against Miami Heat whatever night it was. So Detroit sports, let's rock.
Yeah!
No, not Moose.
Camera. All right, fam. Till next week, we'll be back, and we are gonna come out soon with another little segment about our earlier picks about who we think would win and how bad we are at guessing that type of stuff. Anyway, till the next win, we got the Atlanta Falcons next. We're gonna eat Matt Ryan's kneecaps.
Birds.
Going for the birds.
We got one of them.
We got one. We could get three still. We got the Seahawks after that. Anyway.
Falcons, Seahawks.